Okay, to begin, what do you consider your cultural identity?
Consider myself Hispanic American.
Okay, so where did your ancestors migrate from?
Well, my family's from the Dominican Republic, but if you trace it back, we're also from Spain, Africa, and Middle East.
Okay. So what generation do you consider yourselves to be?
Here in the United States. Well, I guess first, but my parents and my father's side grandparents live here as well.
Okay. And did they move to Boston or?
We've lived in upstate New York and here in Boston area.
Okay. And what does it mean to you to be Dominican? Like, what are examples of some like celebrations or traditions that?
Well, the first thing that pops into my mind is food. We have like your typical like rice and beans and meat dishes, and then empanadas and things like that. And we also have like different cultural festivities and events. And just, I don't know, there's the music and the entertainment completely different. And it's something that we're known for, especially baseball.
Yeah. Okay. Can you think of any stereotypes or biases that you think that others have about your cultural group?
Well, most people, like, if they know we're Dominican, just think that we're all like the same, I guess, and not necessarily ignorant, but that we're less educated. Also, most people can't tell like the difference between the different Hispanic heritages and countries, so they all group us together and just say we're Mexican or something like that.
Yeah, that was going to be my next question. If people assume that not right away if you're Dominican or if they label you as something else.
Well, a lot of people have difficulties knowing that I'm Dominican if I don't tell them. They either think I'm half black, half white, or I'm Mexican, or just something completely random that I never would have thought I looked like.
So do you have to correct people a lot?
Yeah, but it doesn't really like bother me. Get so used to it after a while.
Yeah. Then what do you think are some major challenges or issues that Dominicans face as a culture when it comes to discrimination and things like that?
Being judged, I think. It's like we get placed to one big lump. So if someone did something bad, for example, like drugs, like or violence or something like that, they all think that we all into drugs or we're all like, I don't know, low lives or whatever it is they want to call us.
Because my class is mainly future school counselors and mental health counselors, can you think of any examples of why people of your cultural group may be a little hesitant to see the help of a counselor?
I don't think that's something that's necessarily that people do in the Dominican Republic. They're more used to doing things themselves and getting their own help or help from like their families and friends, not necessarily going to a doctor, or when they do, it's not a therapist or anything like that.
Okay.
So they'll probably wouldn't go. They'll be like they're downgrading themselves, and they'll like feeling that way.
Can you think of maybe some like do's and don'ts, like as a counselor, if they're working with Dominicans, like as clients, like how to approach some topics or like how to treat the counseling sessions?
Staying positive, and also like people might tend to close up and not want to discuss personal details just because it's something that they're not used to. So just becoming like their friends and just speaking like in a way that you would with any other friends, I think would be very beneficial and not make it seem so clinical.
Yeah, I think that's definitely important. Okay, well, thank you for your time.
Oh, you're welcome.